I'm Andrew Midgley. I work for RSPB Scotland, and I've come to Red Moss, which is a raised bog on the outskirts of Edinburgh, managed by our friends at the Scottish Wildlife Trust. Peatlands are particularly important in our joint efforts to deal with the nature and climate emergencies because they are such an important part of Scotland. There's 1.9 million hectares of peatland, and that's equivalent to more than 20% of Scotland's land area. We need to look after peatland if we're going to look after our wildlife. But at the same time, we need to look after the peatland because it stores carbon. So peatlands are critically important if we're thinking about the nature and the climate emergency. The latest data suggests that approximately 75% of peatlands in Scotland are degraded in some way. And what that means is there's well over 1 million hectares of degraded peatland. Healthy peatlands store carbon, and that's a really important service that they provide, especially in the context of climate change. But degraded peatlands release carbon. Emissions from peatlands are huge in the Scottish context. So at the moment, the emissions from peatlands aren't counted in our national annual statistics for greenhouse gas emissions. When we do include them, which will be by 2024, they will be equivalent to or more than all emissions associated with the residential sector, and possibly bigger than all emissions associated with Scottish agriculture. So in the context of national Scottish emissions of greenhouse gases, peatland emissions are huge. The Scottish Government has announced that it's going to invest money in peatland restoration, and that's fantastic. It said that it's going to invest £250 million over the next 10 years, so that's a good start. The £250 million will pay for approximately restoration work over 250,000 hectares. But if we remember that we've got well over 1 million hectares of degraded peatland, then we have to think about whether or not greater ambition is needed, and I think we would say to the Scottish Government that it should be trying to do more. This issue, the issue around peatland restoration, is really important to Scotland because peatlands are such a large part of the Scottish landscape. So we have a big challenge, but also a big opportunity, because we can be leading the way in the world in peatland restoration.